fire, 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 fire. The ideal female body throughout history. Holy honkers! Chat would. Would you? Would. I would.
Mrs. War was the winner, Britain's most glamorous fatty.
From ancient goddesses to Instagram icons, the ideal female body has constantly evolved.
I'm gonna have higher viewer attention because there's gonna be a lot of boobies on the screen.
From slender to curvy, twiggy to tone, if we can trace the pattern throughout history,
Was that Arnold Schwarzenegger?
we can not only predict where it's heading next,
Oh, Jesus Christ. Holy shit! She looks like she's got a rubber ducky suit on.
but start to question what the
Damn!
ideal body
That's me.
ever really meant in the first
It's
place.
you? Yeah, that one's me.
This is the woman of Willingdorf, the
She
oldest
looks like White Duck. Wait, she actually did. She looks like White Duck ass, chat.
discovered figure of a woman.
Goodness.
It's believed to be almost 30,000 years old.
Oh, this is that meme. This is that meme of that. How people gooned back in the day. They'd goon to this.
Some say she was a fertility charm, a sign of prosperity and abundance, in a time where food was scarce. But
Yeah.
another theory is that it's a self-portrait of a woman, her shape exaggerated because of how she saw her own body without a mirror.
Aw.
She's probably not a prehistoric body positivity figure, but in truth, we don't know for
20,000 BC. That's kind of wild, chat. What the hell?
sure, only that the ideal looked very different in ancient Egypt. Slender limbs, a high waist, and narrow shoulders are the
Oh,
traits
these
which
are
can be seen
pharaohs, yeah.
amongst ancient statues, Hatshepsut, and tomb paintings. Beauty was about
Ooh.
order, fertility, and divine connection.
It
Whether
still is. People want to be bred so bad now. We have a fertility crisis. We need to start praying to Ra.
it was Isis, the god of magic and motherhood,
Isis.
or Queen Nefertiti,
Whoa,
whose name
whoa,
literally
whoa.
means the beautiful one has come. Many women dyed their wigs blue, a color associated with means the beautiful one has come. Many women dyed their wigs blue, a
Bro, she looks like Marge. Homie! Marge Simpson, look at us. Yeah, it looks like Marge Simpson.
color associated with the gods, signifying
Cheese and
divinity
crackers,
and high
man.
status.
Wait, she has the green outfit. Yo, they copied the Simpsons. The Simpsons did it first.
It's believed the pharaoh Cleopatra maintained her beauty with baths of sour donkey milk and crocodile dung face masks. Many of the
What?
artifacts
Ew. Dude, you couldn't pay me to do that. The fuck?
discovered in the tombs of women were cosmetic
Oh.
equipment, including mirrors, combs, spoons, razors, and jewelry boxes.
Oh,
Looking good wasn't
razors.
just for show, it was a sacred act. Statues from the classical period revealed more of a preference for soft curves, fuller hips, and rounded bellies. Signs of fertility
Ooh,
and prosperity,
bellies.
as seen in depictions of Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. Her form celebrated in
Aphrodite.
temples, poetry, and sculpture. Depending on the region,
Fun fact, my dad would religiously read me Greek mythology books because he believed it made me smarter. He did it with my brother as well. Yeah, he would read them in Russian to develop my Russian, even though it made it really boring for me because it was really hard for me. It didn't work. Mods! Ban that guy!
female statues range from more curvy to the more athletic Spartan form. Pale skin was prized, since tan skin was associated with the lower
Yeah.
class, who didn't possess the luxury
People
of
still
staying
think that
indoors,
too.
and men who were working outside or wrestling each other naked. Descriptions
They had gotchi back in the day. Holy chat.
of women with white arms and doe eyes appear frequently in poetry and myth. To meet these ideals, Greek women turned to beauty rituals, including a poisonous, lead-based white makeup.
Oh yeah,
However-
they still did that up until like the 1600s. I forget what it's called.
The Greeks' beauty standards were mild, compared to the Chinese golden lotus trend.
Yeah, I had to write a paper on this, the foot binding shit.
Throughout
It's really
history,
fricked up.
women have gone to crazy lengths to meet beauty standards. And it
Oh
got me
my
thinking,
God.
what insane beauty rituals did my ancestors participate in? Were they
What the
Japanese,
hell?
dyeing their teeth black, or Nigerians being fed in fattening rooms before getting married?
In
Probably
fattening?
not, but to find out,
Whoa.
I did a DNA test with today's sponsor, MyHeritage, who are currently running a promo that makes them the cheapest DNA kit in the world. They push you the kit, and all it takes is a quick cheek swab, and you can send it back. They
And
say
then
in
your
their privacy
DNA is in a
policy
data
that
center
they'll never sell
forever.
all licensed data
And
to
then
anyone,
aliens will
which is nice.
fucking
You can also use
import
it to
it.
colorize, repair, or restore your older photos. Like this Victorian snake charmer I found while researching. After a few weeks, you'll get your results sent back to you by email, which I'm just about to open now for the first time. So I'm 35% English, which
What's
is
the rest?
actually surprisingly low. 21% Maltese.
Maltese!
16% Scottish and Welsh. So
Scottish!
it's mostly Victorian beauty standards, and then we've got some Mediterranean as well. And we're
I could see that. He's got a very Mediterranean nose bridge. I'm not being racist, by the way. Yeah, he's got a very Mediterranean nose bridge. I had friends like that. They were from Italy.
going to be looking at the
That's
Victorian beauty standards in a bit. It also matches you
Mediterranean.
to anyone in the MyHeritage database.
Is he 2% Neanderthal? My chat is 100% Neanderthal.
So you can find more family members to get in touch with
Damn
or
right,
to avoid.
yeah.
If you're interested, you can use my discount code
As a bunch of Homo
JOSH29. For a
sapiens.
limited time, this will drop the price to just $29, making it significantly cheaper than most DNA tests on the market.
I'm okay.
I've ordered multiple of these over the past few years because they make good gifts, and I genuinely think it's a solid product. I put a lot of time into making these videos, so thanks to MyHeritage and you for watching.
He
for
put
helping me to
himself
keep
as a
creating.
Pokemon.
In 10th century China, the idea was often presented as small, delicate, and modest.
Yeah.
Beauty is about subtlety and elegance, as
She's so
highlighted by a
pretty.
peculiar practice popular amongst elite women,
But
known
they frick up their feet, man. It's so bad.
as foot binding, a painful process
Yeah, I had
where
to
young
write a
girls' feet
paper on
were
this.
tightly
This is
wrapped to break,
horrible.
bending the bones and forcing
See, this is what I mean, like, man, like feminism isn't bad. Like, I know we joke and shit, but like this is fucked up. Like, I genuinely think this is one of the most fucked up practices, and people still do it to this day. Like, this is what we need to like have people stop doing. It ruins your life. You can't walk, by the way. You literally can't walk.
them to stay small.
It's
The
impossible.
most desirable bride
You're in
possessed a
excruciating
3-inch
pain.
foot, known as a golden lotus. It was respectable to have 4-inch feet, a silver lotus, but 5 inches or longer were dismissed
They
as
still
iron
do it.
lotuses.
Yeah, in some
It was
areas
about
they still
appearing
do it.
fragile, graceful, and
It's kind of growing out of fashion, obviously, like as generations go on. But yeah, they still exist.
above the demands of manual labour, a practice that would fade out throughout history. But the
Yeah.
desire to reshape the female body remained.
Yeah, this was fucked up too, with the Victorians binding their waist to the point where women just pass out going up the stairs because they can't breathe. I read about this too. Yeah,
In
they
Vic-
like push up everything, and then your lungs your organs sit so far up, and then your lungs get pushed out that you basically can't take breaths. And there's like so many instances of women going up the stairs and just passing out.
Victorian England,
up.
beauty took
I'm
on a
talking
new
shit.
form. This time, by compressing
So
the
bad.
internal organs. It was all about narrow waists. Victorian girls were laced into corsets young to sculpt a small waist and the perfect posture of a proper woman. Many doctors raised
I'm
concerns
so blessed that I'm just a stupid VTuber. These women unironically tortured themselves.
about corsets compressing internal organs and weakening muscles.
Oh, and there were corsets for when you're pregnant. You know how your body adjusts to fit the baby in, and how your ribs like naturally. I mean, I don't know if you guys know this, but maybe you do. When a woman gets pregnant, your body changes to accommodate the baby. And then there's pregnancy corsets back in the day, like in this era, where they would squeeze the baby and like squeeze it back. And it's just like I don't know, man. It's kind of freaked up. Kind of needed
But
feminism
marriage
then.
was regarded as the best opportunity for a woman and
Yeah.
a sign of her success. Some women actually tightened their corsets on purpose to rebel against critics who called it immoral. In an attempt to improve women's
different
rights,
time.
a writer published an article on cycling for women. raising the point that a woman fell dreadfully ill after cycling while wearing a corset.
This is what I'm talking about. It's so bad.
Instead of adding to the pressure to abolish the corset, it fueled moves to stop women cycling. But physical
No!
activity was still encouraged. In the early 1900s, a series of women's body reviews were published in a magazine by Bernard McFadden, displaying a miserable build, ungainly figure, physically deficient and well-formed, stating,
What? They look like normal women. What the hell?
fancy dancing exercises would make this figure very near perfect.
Okay.
Arsenic-laced creams and wafers promised pale, flawless skin,
Oh,
a marker
yeah.
of class for women who didn't toil under the sun. These practices were not without consequences. Many suffered from arsenic poisoning, and in 20...
Oh yeah, it was arsenic that was the whitening skin. You'd powder your face, and then eventually you just die and pass out. It was a teeny weeny bit of arsenic, and it would whiten your skin, and they just eventually die. I read a lot about like Victorian and Edwardian history in terms of fashion and medical health and like population growth in Great Britain, specifically London. Yeah, just a little arsenic as a treat, you know? And how they would... I'll let him talk. I could talk for hours. I find this stuff kind of fascinating.
In 2015,
Yeah,
scientists
mercury,
studied the
yeah, you're
skeletons
right.
of 24 women and found corsets had deformed every rib cage and misaligned each spine. So
Yep.
it was probably for the best
Yep.
that a new Baldur ideal started gaining traction. The Gibson girl emerged as the bold, independent face of the new woman. Tall, poised, and elegant, with an hourglass figure, its illustrator, Charles Gibson, claims it was the blend of what he called thousands of American girls. Unlike the restrained and modest Victorian woman, the
Dude, they would go to the beach completely dressed up and like get heat stroke. Dude, women had it so bad compared to now, man. Jesus Christ.
Gibson girl was more
I mean, again, they look pretty and cute, but like they get really hot.
independent and spirited, often shown cycling and reading, often outwitting dorky-looking men.
Wait, that's actually still happens. This picture's cute. I don't know, it's kind of funny.
Yet,
I like
she
it.
still embodied grace and refinement, a balance between tradition and progression. To find the real-life embodiment of his idealized Gibson girl, Charles launched a contest with a prize of $2,000. It was the Belgian-born actress Camille Clifford who came first, becoming the living
Camille.
representation of the Gibson girl. But by the 1920s,
Camilla.
after World War I and the deadly Spanish flu, many young people felt like life could end at any moment, so the moderation of the Gibson girl fell out of favor to the more extreme flapper.
Flappers.
Instead of
Oh,
waiting
yeah,
around to
I
get
know what
married,
a flapper
young
is.
women chose to enjoy their youth and freedom while they still could.
Yeah.
If you wanted to have the boyish figure that was getting to be the rage, to be hipless and busty,
Hipless.
try a couple of terms at St. Winnie's.
The flapper ideal favored a slim, boyish figure, flat chest, straight hips, and a bold
This is the origin of tomboyism? We need to teleport Fillion back. She would be ideal. They would be like, oh, you're so beautiful.
carefree attitude. Icons like Clara Bow and Louise
Active?
Brooks.
Active, does flips, dances really well, flat-chested. I don't know, man. I feel like Fillion would be a really good flapper. Flat chest, Sag? No, there's nothing wrong with having a flat chest. No, I disagree. I think a woman, if he's big boobs or small boobs, doesn't matter.
Ditch
Flapper
corsets for
Philly,
looser
someone
dresses,
draw that. Flapper
reflecting
Philly.
both the changing roles of women and a break from traditional constraints. Fashion was now dominated by female designers, such as Gabrielle
Oh
Chanel,
yeah, Coco
perhaps
Chanel.
because she was more responsive to women's needs. But the
My mom has Coco Chanel perfume. Only one bottle though. One bottle. Coco Chanel number 5.
Great Depression ended the flapper era, as women's styles became more practical and conservative,
Smells
almost
really
overnight.
nice. Smells like my mom.
The ideal female body shifted towards a slimmer silhouette. This look emphasized elegance, practicality, and a polished appearance, influenced
She
by
looks
Hollywood
fabulous.
stars like Katharine Hepburn and Rita Hayworth, with
Oh, Hepburn. Yeah, I know even her,
millions
dude.
of men off to fight the Second World War. Women were
07.
encouraged to join the workforce, take on physical jobs, and keep society running.
This lady is slowly destroying the weaker sex myth.
Shoulder pads,
Wait, they had feminism even back then! She's destroying the fucking sexist myth of men.
Boxy silhouettes and utility dresses
not a
became
myth.
the norm. Designed to be practical for work, but still feminine.
Damn.
Beauty was still valued, but now it came with a message.
Oh
Be
my
attractive,
goodness.
but also capable, patriotic, and self-sacrificing. But when the war
We can
ended,
do it.
so did the need for utility and toughness. By the 1950s,
Yeah.
many women moved back from working in factories to the home, with one person perfectly fitting the new
Is this Marilyn Monroe? Oh my goodness. Chat, look away.
ideal.
Don't start jorking.
I can be smart when it's important.
Oh my god, dude, the way she talked was crazy.
Most men don't like it.
Marilyn Monroe became the face of 1950s beauty. She rose to fame in Hollywood with her
Oh my
charisma and
god.
on-screen
Oh
presence,
my god!
starring in hit films like The 7-Year Itch.
Dude, she was so pretty.
doesn't it?
Just a few years later,
To think like this specifically, this scene with the, you know, with the dress and stuff, they still reference this like 100 years later. Isn't that crazy? Well, I know it's not 100, but like, Jesus, it's been so long, man.
It cools the ankles, doesn't it?
Just a few years
Yeah.
later, in 1959, Ruth Handler introduced the Barbie, a bold new kind of doll designed to be aspirational
Where's
to younger
Lost
girls.
Gallons?
A nice change
Hope they
from the
find it.
creepy-looking baby dolls of the time.
True. They're
Barbie was
fucking
something
freaky.
different, slender,
I had
stylish,
Barbies.
and self-assured. She embodied the eras.
I loved my Barbies. I would only play with them to play house. I wouldn't like to play like dress up with them. I liked making really pretty houses. Bro, I really was a tomboy. I had 4 Barbies, I had the car, and I had a house, and I only played with them when I wanted to renovate the house. I didn't play with them like, hi, I'm Barbie, la 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 la. I would be like, Barbie, you look fabulous in this new room. Yeah, Barbie house flipper. Yeah, I would. This is so cute. I know this is a little bit off topic, but my mom and dad, because like buying the furniture is expensive, my dad would make it out of cardboard and like paint it with like wash and like make little sofas and stuff so that we didn't have to spend money. Because it's expensive. Like, let's be realistic. Like, toy skins are expensive, and I would constantly ask for shit. My dad would, like, you know, cut it out of cardboard or even make it out of wood and then paint it with gouache and then give it to me.
Evolving
It's
ideal
cute.
of femininity. Icons
Yeah.
like Grace Kelly, Audrey Hepburn,
Audrey
Jane Russell,
Hepburn.
Debbie Reynolds,
Oh.
Doris Day, and Jane Mansfield
Dude,
epitomise this
women.
glamorous aesthetic.
I love
While
women!
fashion designer Christian Dior, with his new look, marked a return to elegant, hourglass femininity.
Holy
At a Paddington
shit.
London gymnasium, we pay a visit to the weaker sex.
But by the 1960s,
Wait, we just flipped like that?
women were pushing back, and beauty changed with them. Slimmer, freer, and a lot less traditional.
Oh, yeah.
Slim, androgynous bodies
raging
became the new
60s.
ideal, symbolising freedom from traditional roles. No one captured it better than British model Dame Leslie Lawson, nicknamed Twiggy for her physique. Models like Jean Shrimpton and Verushka
Oh my god.
helped cement this trend.
Verushka?
But this wasn't just about style, it was also a quiet rebellion against the ideals of the 1950s. That
Yeah,
said,
sure.
the scale... It was also a quiet...
Look, I'm not saying we should go back to this, but I feel like we need a little bit of respect. I feel like we need to have women stop working themselves to fucking death alongside the men, and I don't know how to say it fucking. I don't know how to say it eloquently enough. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Just respect each other. Yeah, like this is too far, but like, you know, I wouldn't mind giving someone a fucking breakfast in bed every once in a while. Like what? Who wears the tie in bed? This guy.
rebellion against the ideals
Breakfast
of the
in bed
1950s.
stream win?
That
Oh my
said,
God,
the
imagine.
scale may have swung too far the other way. Literally. Barbie now came with a weight, stuck at 110 pounds,
What?
and a diet book that simply said, don't eat. There was a growing pressure to
110? Bro, that's kind of crazy, dude.
be thin,
Don't
and
eat.
dieting took centre stage.
Weight
Although
Watchers.
there was some attempt at inclusion. Kinda.
Mrs. War was the winner, Britain's most glamorous fatty.
But as the
Dude, if you had a competition like that, you'd get canceled before the event even happens. What?
There, you get free spit.
SmugAlana Moments.
Yo, Ace, thank you for 5 months, dude. I would piss myself. That's so funny. Welcome to the T1, the fatty pageant. Hello, Miss Piggy.
session with fitness intensified. The 1970s pushed.
Can we bring back the most glorious fatty award? No, because I'd win it every year. Like, what are you talking about? We can't have it, because I just win. Like, hands down. Like, I'd be like 20, 25, 26, 27, 28.
Back with something different.
Yeah, it's rigged.
Less rigid,
Wouldn't be
more
fun.
natural, and a lot more relaxed.
Was that a censored booby?
The 1970s were a decade of contrast. Early on, the hippie movement embraced natural beauty. It was about being healthy, free-spirited, and in tune with nature. But many grew tired of protests, and gradually, the mood shifted from escapism to expression. Suddenly, youth meant being bold, bronzed, and visibly fit. Icons like Donna Summer
fake honkers.
and Farrah Fawcett weren't just style stars, they were bodies
She's
to aspire to.
perfect.
And the fitness era was only just beginning.
Jesus Christ. These women, man.
1980s were the age of power,
Dude.
and that extended to
I love
physiques
that.
too. Thanks
Everyone was on cocaine, I swear.
to the rise of aerobics, Jane Fonda workout tapes, and a new wave of fitness culture, the perfect woman
This is the
was no longer
famous
just thin.
thing
She
I've
was
seen
lean,
before.
muscular, and full of energy. The goal was to be slim, but in a visibly athletic way,
Wow.
with the likes of Kathy Smith.
Dude, 80s hair was kind of a crime, I'm not gonna lie. If you lived through the 80s, like, I'm sorry. 80s hair is so horrendous. I think it's one of the worst, like, it was one of the worst trends.
Share Fitness, Welch,
Like,
Summers, Austin,
Ugh.
and Olivia Newton-John. Muscles weren't just for men anymore.
Holy!
The gym became a space for
We
women
need to go back to that! What happened?
too, especially those aiming for a lean, sculpted,
She's
high-energy look,
perfect, dude.
seen in
Holy
magazines
shit.
and music videos.
Dude,
Health was the new
anybody
glamour.
else jorking
It was a
it?
perfect storm for the rise of a new type of model.
Do you find that models tend to be vain and shallow and superficial?
Supermodel.
Oh, really?
The late 80s and early 90s saw the rise of the
Catwalk.
supermodel, becoming celebrities in their own right. The likes of Cindy Crawford, Naomi Campbell, Christy
I know
Turlington,
her.
Linda Evangelista, and Claudia Schiffer redefined beauty standards with their looks, height, and
Goodness.
toned bodies, influencing not just
God.
fashion, but music,
I love
film, and beauty
women!
trends. But as supermodels became more commercial and mainstream,
Yes.
fashion began craving something edgier,
Pulp
something more raw
Fiction!
and less polished.
Uma Thurman.
In the 1990s, the modeling industry took a sharp turn towards
yeah?
the ultra-thin, angular look.
I don't like that. I'm not being mean to the ladies, like, I don't like that. It's like, you have a little bit of something, I don't know. Like, you can be flat, but like, damn.
Famously seen in models like Kate Moss, Angela Linville, and Stella
They
Tennant.
look pretty,
This look,
it's
known
just
as the
like,
heroin chic
I don't know,
aesthetic,
a little bit-
was all
little
about
bit of
sharp
me, just a
angles
little
and a lack
bit.
of curves. It matched the time's darker, minimalist vibe, influenced by grunge,
minimalist.
and a rejection of the over-the-top glamour that had come before. But
I
many grew
guess.
critical of the starvation diets that many models were undergoing to reach this
Yeah,
look.
thank you. Oh my god. Look, you can see the ribs in her cage, man. I'm sure she's a really pretty lady, but this is not it. I hope she's better. Oh
During the
no!
2000s,
That's fucking Simpsons clip.
skinny was still idealized, but there was more of a
Oh,
focus
Lord.
on yoga and celebrity workouts.
Yoga.
Idolized actors of the time included Cameron Diaz, Uma Thurman, Scarlett Johansson, Angelina
God.
Jolie, and Megan
Bonkers.
Fox. Ralph Lauren filed a model for being too fat, with her final images humorously edited to
Dude, that's so bad. What are those proportions? What are those?
make her appear thinner. Maybe they just should have waited, because a new form of media was helping to shift the ideal from skinny to curvier.
Influencer
Hi, I'm
era.
Kim Kardashian, and welcome to my workout series, Fit in Your Jeans by Friday.
With the rise of Instagram,
Yeah, you big fatty fitting your jeans, brother. Yeah, but isn't Kim Kardashian like mostly plastic? Even at this point?
Social media influencers emerged. Reality stars, such as the Kardashians,
Dude, this photo's criminal. I've seen it everywhere.
popularized a curvier look. Plastic surgery took a sharp rise,
Yeah.
while Beyonce, to many, became
Thanks,
the epitome
Kim.
of strength and beauty. Fit and toned, flawless physiques were rising to the top on social media, with many people now using Photoshop to reach
Yep.
unrealistic standards, a trend that drove the emergence of the Instagram versus reality subreddit, which exposes the tactics which are being used, with many advocating for more body
And
positivity.
again, there's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with this. Genuinely, there's nothing wrong with it.
With many advocating for
Why?
more body positivity. While the mainstream ideal remains somewhere between skinny and more curvy, figures such as Lizzo, Tess Holiday,
Plastic.
and Ashley Graham rose in the mainstream
Oh my god, white duck ass.
to help represent a more diverse range of bodies.
I said this about really skinny people. I can say this about really fat people. We really don't need to like glorify this. No, stop. The rip thing, it was not it too. Being really overweight. This is like morbidly obese. This isn't like fucking curvy or fat. Jesus. This is morbidly obese.
Why can't I do this? Like, why, if there's not a model that looks like me, why can't I be that model?
While the movement
I mean,
sparked
you
change,
can.
critics say it's become too
You just might not live to like 40.
commercial or promotes obesity, while supporters
Yeah, it
argue it simply
does.
empowers heavier people to feel confident and get active. Then came TikTok. With personalized feeds and short-form content, trend frequency accelerated, shifting
Oh
from
my
ultra
God,
skinny
TikToks,
to
hell
curvy,
yeah.
Pilates to powerlifting. On one side, self-acceptance and individuality. On the other, rapid-fire body trends. To
Yeah,
help deal
it's
with
like the both extremes, actually. He's completely right. There's the steroid usage for men extreme on TikToks and like insane beauty standards for women as well, whether it's like dieting or whatever. And then there's like the other version, but only for women. You can't be a fat man and get the same treatment as a fucking fat woman.
this, a new movement gained traction,
Bias.
body neutrality, which focuses on accepting your body for what it does and not how it looks. Perhaps a healthier evolution of body positivity. But if we can learn anything from history, it's that there will be many more extreme trends. So what does the ideal look like now, and where's it going next? From K-pop slimness to samba
pause
curves,
fast enough.
Polynesian strength to Japan's more delicate preference, the ideal female body has always mirrored cultural values, not a universal truth, reflecting unique histories, beliefs, and aesthetics. In fact, there's never been a single ideal body, only ones we choose to embrace. The more extremely ideal, the faster it fades.
Why is he? Dude, this guy's editing is out of pocket. Are you fucking? He in a mobile game ad?
Faster it fades.
Bro.
With the rise of social media, it's more
Nah,
important than
get outta
ever
here.
to recognize that chasing an illusion will always
Those
leave you
damn
empty.
ads, yeah,
But choosing to
right.
prioritize health, fitness, and strong values, that's a timeless foundation. Because in a world with
Yeah.
fleeting ideals, the only
I think everyone should be strong. Strong enough to pull up a 400-pound woman.
timeless standard is the one you set for yourself. Don't forget to check out My Heritage,
was really
the sponsor of this video, in the
good.
description, to get access to what's currently the lowest priced DNA kit in the world. And if you'd
That
like
was
to see some of the
fun.
trends on the male side, watch this video next.
I like videos like that. It was really fun. You guys like it? I liked it. Go check out Josh Brett. He's really cool. I mean, he's really good, like, fitness, like, steroid, like... Yeah, we watched this one. This was really good, too. We watched this one. Yeah.